We have some incredible things lined up for you today. I really think you're in for quite a shock. We only have 14 items today, so today's show is going to fly by, all right? You're not going to be sitting here bored. So if you see something that you like, you need to make some noise, yeah? I'm not letting anyone come out onto the stage until you're warmed up. They've been working for months and months. Some of these people coming out here today, it's their first time out here on the stage, and we need to make them feel welcome. All right? Yeah? Let's give it a go. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the 2023 Wellington Land Showcase! Yeah. That was all right for a warm-up. That was all good. I'll let it fly. If you see something that you like, stand up. Make some noise, yeah? We only have 2 shots to do this here today. One more time, before I bring on the next team, make some noise for the 2023 Wellington Land Showcase! Gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am not actually your MC for the day, but I will be back later for my standing ovation, right? Thank you. Before I do that, I have the honor of introducing the first team this evening, and I want to see you out of your seats, making some noise. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, all those in between, please welcome to the stage, Team Salsa Magic Diego!
Hola, everyone. Hola a todos. Kia ora koutou. Welcome. Sorry, a little bit out of breath. Welcome to the Wellington Showcase. Pleasure to have you here with us this afternoon. This is our second year running the Wellington Land Showcase event. And it's all about bringing our wider community together here in Wellington. We've got an awesome community of Latin dance, an awesome community of performance in Latin dance. And this is an opportunity for us to showcase that to all of you. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here and being a part of it. The other part of today is to celebrate Latin music and dance. So that's the special thing that connects us as a group of Latin dancers here in Wellington and from all over the world. And so we're here to hopefully give you a great taste of Latin dance, some different styles of Latin dance, and maybe inspire you to try some Latin dance for yourselves. So just a couple of quick notices before we get into our next performance. Hopefully you found the bathrooms, or if you didn't, the bathroom is over that end of the hall. Feel free, if you need to during the show, just pop off. If you can just not go during a performance, that would be awesome. We've got Dos Vatos, who are making beautiful cocktails and food throughout the afternoon. If you would like one of those during the show, you're welcome to pop over and order one. But again, if you can just go between the performances, that would be awesome. So I'm Jacob, by the way. Hi, everyone. Hola. And I run one of the dance schools that's part of the show today, and that's Salsa Magic, with my partner Chloe, who unfortunately cannot be with us today, but might make an appearance later on. Chloe, 2 weeks ago, had our beautiful first son, Camilo. So it's been quite a month, but we're excited to be here. Chloe's got serious FOMO. But wishes you all well and says hello to those who know Chloe. Thank you so much to all the schools that have been part of this event. We've got some awesome schools that I'll be talking about as we go today. I also want to shout out and say a big thank you to the Wellington City Council Creative Communities Grant Scheme. So we were provided with some funding to help today's event happen. So we're very grateful to Wellington City Council and Creative New Zealand. Thank you very much. So, throughout the show, you're going to hear from some of the directors, the leaders in the Wellington dance community, those who have been, many of them have been dancing for over a decade, some over a couple of decades. And so I'll be chatting to them through the show. I just want to start with talking a little bit about my background, though. So my name's Jacob. I grew up in Pukeroa Bay, just north of Wellington. I went down to Otago for university. While I was on university break, I visited my cousins in Melbourne, and my cousin Sarah was a salsa teacher. So I went along to a class that she was teaching. Thought this was quite fun. Went back to Dunedin, saw a flyer for some salsa classes, and had the privilege of learning for the first couple of months in my salsa and Latin dance journey from a Peruvian and a Kiwi who met in a salsa bar in Japan, and then came back to Dunedin. So if that doesn't talk about the beautiful connection that Latin dance has around the world, I don't know what does. I danced with them for about half a year, then returned to Wellington, where I was welcomed to the community here, particularly by someone who I'm going to talk to later on in the show. Latin dance, to me, brings so much joy to mine and Chloe's lives. It's given us sort of a purpose and backbone to our lives. We've been privileged to be a part of it for over a decade now. We've had some incredible experiences, both here in Wellington with our community and dancers here, but also around the world, being able to travel and perform at events as far as Los Angeles. We also took a team of 30 from Los Angeles to Mexico and Cuba a couple of years ago. So we've had some really special things as part of our Latin dance journey. We've met some amazing artists and people from around the world who have shared with us Latin dance and their expertise in it. Some of them we've collaborated with in our performances today. And probably most importantly, it's given us a family broader than our direct family. We've got a really special community here in Wellington. We're very privileged to lead Salsa Magic and be a part of that group. So Latin dance brings so much to us, so much joy to our lives. And as you can tell by the name of our son, Camilo, that's one of our favorite Latin artists, inspired by that. So with that, I'm going to transition now to our next performance. This next performance is from Salsa Therapy. Salsa Therapy teaches salsa and bachata classes in Wellington, and this is their 16th year running classes and teaching dance here in Wellington. So incredible. Salsa therapy was started by Lily and Ramnesh way back in 2007, and it has been teaching the longest running bachata classes in town. This next performance is from Salsa Therapy's Las Bachateras. The Las Bachateras team have been empowering the female energy and performing for 6 consecutive years in New Zealand and Australia. Las Bachateras is a female group led by Lily. Whilst this isn't their first rodeo for many of the mujeres who are performing, some of tonight's dancers are performing for the first time. So please give them a very, very warm welcome all the way from Wellington. It's Salsa Therapy, Las Bachateras!
Mi cantar, mi canto es un lamento. Ay, porque estoy enamorada y no soy correspondida. Destrozada, estoy por dentro.
Un cigarrillo me acompaña al vicio, igual que tú no tengo suerte en el amor. Amar a ciegas te quita poder, por el riesgo al corazón dañando sentimientos.
Un lunes se marchó a las 6:24, yo dormida de mí no se despidió y hoy derramo
introduce you to someone special. This is Lily. Lily is the director of salsa therapy. Lily, I just wanted to pull you up just to hear a bit about your story. Are you able to share with us how you came across and discovered Latin dance?
Well, can you hear me? Okay, good. Hi everyone, my name is Lilia, and yes, I've been involved in Latin dancing in Wellington for about 17 years, but I've been dancing all my life, probably since I was like 6, with different styles, of course. And Latin dancing came to my life when I was 17. Long story, I'm from Bulgaria. Not sure if you know where it is, but Europe. We don't speak Spanish there, please. Yeah, we do speak Bulgarian. But I do speak Spanish fluently because I did study at school. And the story was a friend of mine who came from Cuba. So she's a Bulgarian, but like spent 7 years in Cuba. She came in year 10. And of course, kind of, like sparkled this, how to say, like all about Cuban dancing and songs and movement. And so I did know through her a person that was teaching in Sofia salsa. So I started going first to the bodies and then taking some classes and then really getting into the to the groove of like, oh wow, I love it. And as you can see, I can't give up. 22 years ago, I'm still involved with Latin dancing. So yes, this is my journey started back in like just grooving to some sort of music. I didn't even know that was salsa back in the days, and then taking some classes and then getting into more of that. I spent also a year in Spain, so I had a little bit of experience like learning from some of the teachers there. And then I arrived in New Zealand, and I was like, oh my God, is there a salsa here? And a friend of mine said, do you know there is a salsa in Latinos bar? There was only probably Latinos bar in Wellington, and so I was like, yes. So I kind of, when I went for the first time, I felt like home. Yeah, it was just like, oh my God, okay. And through that, long story short.
There you are.
I'm still here, and I wanted to, for me it's always like just to teach students, but not just teach, just educate and make them feel what I feel, like hopefully we transfer our passion to you guys, and yeah.
Well, we're lucky that you found Latin dance, and we're lucky to have your own dance in your house.
Yeah. And one more thing, because Jacob said, yes, what is Latin dancing? What is the community? The community is everything to me. I guess it's my family. I don't have any, well, I've got my husband and the kids, but like I don't have any other, I don't have any extended family here. So yeah, my dance family is my family as well, and it really helped me to go through some difficult things, times sometimes. So I guess a lot of you can relate to that, and this is what we do here. And I love Wellington because we're really always very close and support each other, like the community. It's always very welcoming. What else? This perfect? Yeah, also thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us, Lilia. Next up, we've got a performance from one of our other schools who are part of our showcase. This is FEM, or Far East Movement and Dance. FEM is Wellington's specialist bachata school. With a firm belief in constant growth and pushing boundaries, FEM creates an inclusive environment for dancers from all backgrounds to come together and flourish. Tonight they'll be gracing the stage with two incredible performances, and here is their first one. The next performance is the FEM Bachata Couples. It is a routine that is choreographed by the talented duo of Lucy and Julian. This routine brings together a mix of first-time performers and experienced members of the FEM team. Brace yourselves for a journey filled with drama, high energy, fun, and sassy surprises. Let the excitement begin. Please welcome the FEM Bachata Couple.
to start, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I know it won't mean anything unless it's coming from the heart. So
Antes que desnude el corazón, te advierto que lo tengo con heridas, que mi pasado oscuro fue una mujer y necesito ahora borrarla de mi vida. Antes que termine esta canción, espero que tomes la iniciativa a deshacerme estragos de dolor, a sacarme sus secuelas de mi cuerpo. Tantas noches que fui suyo aún las siento. Aunque quede en carne viva, con mi piel hecha pedazos. Porque el plasma en mi interior tiene veneno de su amor y toma este encendedor. Quiero que quemes mis labios y elimíname el sabor que su lengua me hizo daño. Cada rastro en mi pellejo con un cuchillo. Así no queda nada de ella cuando estés conmigo. No quiero sus huellas.
Paris Movement and Dance. The Paris Couples, everybody. And following that show, I'm going to invite FEM's directors to come out and join me. Ivan and Julian, come join me on stage. Come join me on stage. Welcome, guys. This is Julian and Ivan from FEM Dance, everybody. I'm going to give you... So as before with Lydia, we're keen to get to know you guys a little bit and get to know about your background, how you came across Latin dance. Ivan, can you kick it off? Are you able to share with us how you discovered Latin dance? How did it come to be a part of your life?
Ladies. No, I'm kidding. So how I started is, someone suggested in the Zumba community, actually, says that there is like a Siglo social that runs by Salsa Magic every Tuesdays. I was very hesitant to go because obviously I didn't know anything. So my background is I have no dance background. So I've started this 4 years ago. And before that, I just played sports. So nothing, I've got 2 left feet, I don't know what I'm doing. So, I went to Salsa Magic's salsa classes. It's my first ever salsa class. Actually first ever Latin dance class. And then I also explored, which is salsa therapy as well. So Lydia is actually one of my first teachers of bachata. So when I got into bachata, I fell in love with it straight away. And for nothing else that I'm doing for the last 4 years, I've just been doing bachata. So, but I also love all the different styles as well in the community that we're all building. So I've met Julian about 3 years ago, and he came traveling overseas, coming back, and I saw his style, and I thought, wow, I want to be that one day. So he's been my role model ever since. And then I said to him, so hey man, can I just get some private lessons off you? He was like, yeah, cool, yeah, sweet, just bring something. So he charged us $100, there's 4 of us, so I paid $25, so that was the only amount of money I've ever paid to him, ever. And I said to him, I was like, hey look, can I bring some more people? And from there is history, and then we started the FEM together. And up until now, yeah, that's my
awesome.
background.
Thanks, Ivan. How about you, Julian? How did you come across Latin dance?
Oh my God, was it 2011 or 2012 when I met you? Yeah, that was you.
It was me.
Yeah, I I remember there was a dance, the salsa drum,
Oh, yeah.
and I saw a beautiful man with the face for Shortland Street dancing. And yeah, that's the face. It's you. And yeah, it's it was a very different world back then. And then I started with Salsa Magic. They were an amazing school and absolutely amazing performers and teachers. And then afterwards, I also went overseas, wanted to learn more, traveled the world, studied dance in China, and then went overseas to do various different dance trainings. Long story short, I came back to New Zealand with COVID, and then got stuck here a little bit, and Ivan's like, yo, let's do some privates. And I was like, I'll be here for the next 2 or 3 months until COVID goes away. 3 years later, I'm still here. So no, and the thing is, it's really nice to be back to this community, and just so nice to share everything that I've been through with the dance community, and it's just it's really beautiful to see what you're doing, Jacob, and everything you've achieved, and the community is so loving. Salsa Magic Therapy has really welcomed us and let us grow and let us be part of this community, and just want to say thank you, bro. Very nice of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome to hear you two connected, and it's been really awesome seeing you guys create your own school at FEM and the community you have there, and it's really cool to have you a part of the show. So thank you for being a part of this. Is there anything you want to add in terms of what you love about the community here in Wellington, the Latin dance scene?
Just so friendly, so nice. And I mean, I've been around a lot of countries and you can't do this. Schools, they kind of, misunderstandings all the time. And the fact that we have, multiple schools, different dancers and teachers get along with each other, and creating this to support the Wellington community of what we have, how many 100,000 people here? 200,000 people in Wellington. And we've got a big community. And the fact that we're working together to push this culture because we love it. So that's why it's so beautiful here in New Zealand, Latin culture.
I think it's really amazing that all the different schools offer different things. It's an actual community where you will belong somewhere, or all of it, or anything. I think the variety that's on offer, it really means a lot to us. And to us, it's our second home, and we wouldn't want to leave at all. So, but yeah, I just want to also shout out to my team as well at the back, who's just supporting us. We are somewhat the face of FEM, but actually, those guys over there is like the backbone of everything. So yeah, I just want to shout out to them as well. So amazing team, amazing community.
Thank you so much, guys. Beautiful. All right, next up, we've got a performance from the school that I co-direct, Salsa Magic. So a little bit about Salsa Magic. Salsa Magic is, as far as we know, the longest running salsa dance school in New Zealand. We started teaching classes back in 1998. When I say we, I wasn't there at that time, but you'll meet someone soon who was. So for over 12, this is our 25th year together as a school. Salsa Magic, we strive to create a fun and welcoming world-class dance training here in the South Pacific. To share our passion, nurture and showcase our diverse community, and create some memorable shared moments on the dance floor. We value community, having fun, training hard, and growing together. And this next performance represents all of those things. It also includes some first-time performers. Choreographed by Shub, Georgia, and Jordan. Let's welcome them to the stage. It's the Salsa Magic Soul Sambo team. Salsa Magic Salsambo team. Next up, we've got a performance all the way from Palmerston North. It's a pleasure to have them with us, the Greater Wellington region. This performance is from a school called Rain Suavecitas. Rain Suavecitas is a school based in Palmerston North, led by Rain Simmons. They've been teaching classes and performing since 2015. The group's main objective is to show that dance is for everyone, regardless of shape, size, or ability. Suavecitas endeavours to provide the training that shapes them into artists. Our next performers are no stranger to the Wellington Latin dance scene. In fact, the amount of time we see them in class at socials and Latin dance events around the region, you'd think they almost lived here. Would love that, by the way. Feel free to move down. These two started Latin dancing at the age of 13 with Rain and have never looked back. As a community, we've witnessed these two mature and grow as dancers throughout the years. And last year they stepped into the adult competition arena and performed as adult amateurs for the first time. The choreography they performed was titled Chloe's Magic, in honor of Chloe, who choreographed this routine. All the way from Palmerston North, from Rain Suavecitas. Let's get loud for Charlotte and Charmaine! We're going to hear from you real quick. Charlotte and Charmaine, pleasure to have you as part of our showcase here in Wellington. And in Rain's absence, we're going to drag you up to hear a little bit about your background, what you love about the Latin dance scene. So if we could start with, how was it that you discovered Latin dance and started dancing when you were 13 years old?
Initially, we didn't want to start it. We were told about our friend. Our friend told us about it, and we were like, what's salsa? What's bachata? Like, we don't need that. But very, very last minute, we decided to go to the audition, and now we're here. So again, we started at 13, and 2 months into training, we were pushed into competition. So every year since then, we've been very challenged going to competitions. One year we went to Worlds in Brisbane, and we placed first, second, and third. So yeah. We're very happy that we decided to go last minute. As soon as we started, again, we never looked back, and we're very grateful to be here. I'm grateful for all of you guys.
Love having you back, always. And what is it that you guys love about the Latin dance scene? What has it brought you?
The people here. Everyone is so welcoming towards us, especially since we were younger. Like, we didn't know anyone else our age who Latin dance, so it was like very like scary. Like we're so shy, but like back then we're like hiding corners, running away from the people who want to dance with us. But no, it's amazing. Everyone's so supportive here. We love it. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being part of our show. Challenge. Next up, we've got another performance from Salsa Magic. Earlier this year, we had the privilege of hosting a very special event back in February. It was called the World Champions Weekend. It featured two couples, one named Richie and Almendra from Argentina and Chile, the World Mambo or Salsa champions, and the other, Gabriel and Leticia from Argentina, multiple times World Bachata champions. Whilst Gabriel and Leticia were here, we had the privilege of working with them, and they taught this next routine. They did the choreography for the next routine. They taught the team while they were here. And here it is for the first time on stage. Please give a warm welcome to the Salsa Magic Bachata team. Can you come back and join me for a second? This is Rafa, everyone. Welcome, Rafa. Come on back. Just want to chat to you a little bit, Rafa, because I know you've been in the scene here in Wellington for so long. Could you tell us a little bit about your background, how it was you found Latin dance, and how it was you came to be in Wellington with us?
All right, thank you. But there's a little bit of ancient history here, because it's been a while. Where I came from, dancing is a cultural thing. So we dance for anything, whatever we want to celebrate. In the Caribbean, so I danced since young age through my mom, who was the first person who taught me how to dance, merengue, salsa, etc. But the salsa and bachata we know now was different back then. Back in those days, we just danced on the streets. We learned from somebody. We made up some steps, some moves, etc., etc. But later, in the 2000s, this whole thing that we know as the salsa schools and performances and choreography started to grow and structure. So I have two sides of the story. So my old cultural background, when I started with my family and my parents and friends, and then the proper one, not proper one, but the structured one in 2000 back in Scotland. So that's how I discovered when we know now salsa school, salsa dances, performances. It was back in 2000. And from there I started to learn what we now learn here. So that's the background of my life in dancing. So yeah, back in Colombia I dance what we do dance there, which is folk music, cumbia, merengue, salsa, bachata, and now we carry on doing that. Thank you. Thank you, Rafa.
And I know there are many things that you would talk about here, but can you share some of what you love about Latin dance, what you love about the Latin community here in Wellington?
All right, thank you. So what I like of the Latin community is the welcoming. I had to blame my wife, who is here sitting here. The reason I'm standing here and doing salsa since I came to New Zealand in 2005 is because she told me where to do it. So she brought me from the UK, and she knew that she needed to have me in this country, going back to the UK or Colombia, so she found the niche, which is the salsa community at that time. That was 2005. I remember meeting young Jacob at the time. But that community was beautiful. They loved the music, they loved the dancing, and what I understand for Latin community is when we share many things, being family, being friends, helping each other, but not just the love for dancing, but the love for the music. And what I found here in New Zealand, in Wellington especially, is that we want to share, especially for the Salsa Magic students or performers, and most of the people that came to our Tuesday social El Barrio, is that they want to be part of that, music, dancing, speaking the language. So the whole community thing involves this to me. So not just dancing, but enjoying the music, playing the music, singing to the music, and learning everything around the salsa or bachata dance that we do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rafa, for sharing that with us, for sharing your culture and your love of dance with us. Okay, we're going to get on with the next performance now.
All right. Can I get all the dancers to the floor, please? We're taking over. Let's go. All the dancers onto the floor. DJ,
Do what he says.
hit it. Grab someone that you know. I want to see everyone up on their feet. Let's go.
Does this involve the audience as well?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Grab someone that you know. Let's turn this up. Here we go.
No hay una fórmula para olvidar tus besos, ni una ecuación que el resultado lleva eso. Por más que sume, multiplique, me da menos. Ya que te fuiste, porfa no te vayas lejos. O si quieres regresar, aquí te voy a esperar. Te cogiste alas, sé que lo que digo a ti no te respalda. Puede que no quieras, pero dime ahora. Y aquí guardo tu lugar y mantengo el mismo número por ser donde me llaman. Piénsalo, los besos que una oración allá en Nueva York. En primer invierno, pero yo te daba el calor. Sé que igual que yo, lo llevaste todo en tu corazón. Fácil, rapidito conseguí tu reemplazo. Y de repente te busca tu payaso. Ya sabes cómo estoy, también dónde encontrarme por si acaso. No hay una fórmula para olvidar tus besos, ni una ecuación que el resultado lleva eso. Por más que
Pleasure to have you on the dance floor with us. Beautiful. It's going to be hard to match that, but I think this next team will do it. Next up, we've got a school that has joined us for the first time here at the Wellington Showcase. Their name is Weezook. We're excited to have them here, and I'm looking forward to seeing this performance. It's really, really cool. Zouk is the home of Brazilian Zouk and Samba de Gafieira in Wellington. The Zouk has been actively involved in building a community here for the past 15 years. This year, for the first time, under the instruction of Susie, Zouk is proud to introduce Samba no Pé to the Brazilian dance scene. Susie has an extensive background in forms of dance, including ballet, jazz, and gymnastics to salsa, and she began her samba journey 3 years ago through Escola de Samba in Sydney under the director Sasha J. She has continued her extensive training through one of the world's most renowned Brazilian samba schools, Poderosas do Samba, under the director Alex Coutinho. Susie is currently training to attend the 2024 Rio Carnival. We are really excited to have this team here today. You're going to love it. From Zouk, let's go crazy for the Samba No Pay performance day. Can I invite two of those team members to come back onto the floor? Adam and Susie, can you come join me? This is Adam and Susie, everyone from Zouk. Good job. So we're also keen to hear your story and background in Latin dance and how it was you came to be a part of our community here. All right, Adam, first up, are you able to share with us how it was that you discovered Latin dance and came to be dancing here in Wellington with us?
Yeah, that samba, it takes it out of you. I don't know if there's any other dance style I've done where you're like out of breath as much as samba, but it really brings the energy. So for me, I started probably like 17, 18 years ago, something like that. Went to a salsa school in Lower Hutt and thought, oh, what the hell is this? This is quite cool. I joined in halfway through the term. So all the guys were amazing, and I was like, oh, what? But eventually got the hang of it. Did that for a couple of years, came to Lily's school. Lily wasn't teaching at the time, she had a baby, so somebody else was filling in for her. And then when Lily turned up to class, I was like, who the hell is this? What's going on? So over the years, dabbled in, done flamenco, tango, Brazilian Zouk, which we teach a lot of, Samba de Gafieira, and this year we've just started under Susie teaching Samba no Pei, which is this. So this was the first performance for us ever, and hopefully many more to come.
That's awesome. Thanks, Adam. And how about you, Susie? How was it that you discovered Latin dance?
God, this is going to make me feel very old, but I started dancing when I was 5, and I'm 36 now. I'm not from New Zealand. Originally, I'm from the US, so it's kind of a very competitive background. So moving to New Zealand in 2005, so I was at the 2006 Salsa Congress, and that was sort of my first introduction to the Wellington Latin scene. And then from 2006 onwards, I was in Palmerston North, so I've danced with Rain. I didn't really do any classes until I moved to Wellington, and I can't remember when that was, but it was through Adam. So Adam and Lily, yeah. So we did lots of Zouk, and have done bachata through salsa therapy, and then just before COVID, I started my samba training through Escola de Samba Sydney under Sasha J, and currently doing lots of training for the Carnival in February, as well as learning Portuguese, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm terrible at public speaking,
No,
so I'll
that was
forget
perfect.
lots of things.
That was perfect. Yeah. That was great. That was great. And finally, are you both able to share a couple of things that you love about the Wellington Latin dance scene?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Wellington, small community, really cool how the schools can come together. Thank you very much for organising this and inviting all the other schools to participate. I know how much work goes on in the background. Awesome, and you've just had a baby, so where do you sleep, man? Yeah, it's come a long way. I think when we first started, there was one social every fortnight, the Salsa Drome, and it was just salsa, a little bit of bachata. I think there was tango next door where you kind of go when you retire from salsa. And then since then, now in Wellington, there's pretty much something every night, classes every night, socials every night. It's just really, really exploded, and it's really cool to see.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. And how about you, Susie? What do you love about the Latin dance scene here?
I've been a bit of a hermit for a while, so I have to admit I'm not really in touch with as much as I used to be, but the people are fantastic. And Wellington's such a cool, groovy city, so there's lots of things going on, which is great for educating people on Latin communities and traditions, and people who are quite excited and eager to learn different languages so that you can keep cultures alive, and I think that's super important.
Yeah.
Can I just pause real quick and have my beginner samba squad come onto the stage, because I don't think people realize how hard this is. Just for a quick round of applause for them, because they've been working their butts off.
Samba squad. There they are, the Weezook Samba squad. Well, thank you again for joining us, Weezook. Thank you for coming out of your hermit shell, Susie, to share your love and training of Samba with this group. And congratulations on your first performance, team. Well done. Thank you. This next performance is from a school that both Adam and Susie shouted out to just then. It's Salsa Therapy. This is the Salsa Therapy Salsa Couples team. This team is led and choreographed by Lilia and Jono. Whilst not new to performance, Jono has choreographed this routine for the first time. It's a salsa piece that is truly challenging and inspirational, and like many of our performances tonight, it features some experienced performers from Salsa Therapy, as well as some first-timers. Please welcome them to the stage. It's the Salsa Therapy Salsa Couples team.
Trabajando el tiempo arrebatado y todas las mañanas a la casa al combate
Amazing work done on Lillian, Salsa Therapy, the Salsa Therapy Salsa Couples. Just had a very, very special guest arrive in the house. Would you join us on stage, special guest? This is Chloe, everybody, and Camilo. It's just cruising. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah. I asked Chloe if she wanted to talk. She said she didn't want to talk. So, thank you, Chloe. Chloe and Camilo, everybody. This next performance is a team that Chloe actually team led along with Georgia from our Salsa Magic teaching group. This routine features 14 Salsa Magic performers dancing a Mambo Shines routine choreographed by one of the best salsa and bachata dancers in the world today, Joanna Paulua from Peru. Earlier this afternoon, you saw the Salsa Magic Team Diago routine. That routine was choreographed by another dancer from Latin America. His name is Juan Camilo Diago. And Juan Camilo and Joanna are going to be in Wellington next week. So they are special guests who are going to be teaching at Salsa Magic on Thursday night and then teaching and performing at the New Zealand Salsa Congress next weekend. So if you're around for that or you're already going to that, you'll have the privilege of seeing them live and learning from them in person. They're amazing dancers. So, please feel free to clap, cheer, and show your love. It's the Salsa Magic Team Joanna! amazing work, ladies. And can I invite one of you to come back? One of you to come back out here. Jackie, don't go anywhere. Jackie, can you come back on stage for a second? Jackie. She's done a runner. This is Jackie, everyone. Welcome back, Jackie. Jackie is the founder of Salsa Magic back in 1998. And when I came to Wellington in 2005, Jackie in particular really welcomed me into the scene. At that point I hadn't been dancing for very long, but I guess she saw the love for it that I had, the interest and curiosity and desire to really learn a lot and encourage me to start teaching here at Salsa Magic. So she's been a really important person in terms of my Latin dance journey. So welcome, Jackie. You're able to share with us how it was that you came across Latin dance. What inspired you to create Salsa Magic?
Thank you very much for allowing me to share as well. So yeah, gosh, showing my age. It's about, how many years is it? How old am I? Is it 30 years? It's a bit scary. I was an exchange student in Argentina. I wanted to keep speaking Spanish when I came back. Went to Auckland and found this Latino club on K Road. Lambada was in. There were a few Chileans and Peruvians, and we were sort of the basic Cuban style. So I had the basics. Eventually moved back to Wellington and found David Backler, who had started the Salsa Drome, but he was a tango dancer. I was at the Wellington Performing Arts Centre, and there was a tango floor and a salsa merengue floor. And so I went along to that, became one of his proteges, did classes. He said, I'm moving up to Melbourne, past the whole Salsa Drome complex to a couple of us, one who ran the tango and the music and set up. I said, well, I'll take over the merengue salsa teaching at the beginning of the classes every fortnight. And he sort of learned by baptism of fire, very much a street Latin dance teacher, not really a dance background, just dance around my lounge. And it all grew from there. Fortnightly parties, which led the following year to basic classes. And I met Rogelio, who I don't think is here today, but some of you know from Panama. So we started teaching salsa, I suppose Panamanian style, but it's the Cuban circular, beautiful style. And we developed a teaching program, and it just grew and grew and grew. And then people like Jacob came along. We're like, come and teach. And what's this inline salsa out of LA? There's no internet. Well, maybe there is, but we didn't have internet. What do you think CDs, guys? There's not many resources in New Zealand at that time. And it grew from there. We learned all about the Cuban rueda. Congresses started, teachers started coming, people started, and we wanted to diversify from Cuban, and that's the journey that Jacob brought to Salsa Magic. Travelled again, came back, and taught with us. And then Bachata came in, Andy, Francis moved back up, and I think Dunedin as well. And I was like, we need Bachata, we need inline. And other schools started opening up, like you've heard from the other people today. So I'm like, let's diversify. There's Cuban out there, why don't we do Bachata and inline and do different things? And then I brought in Rafael to teach with me from Colombia, who you heard from. And we're teaching 2 nights a week, 6 classes, lots of community programs, lots of social. So my business goal was more building the social dance scene and teaching for joy, really. And from there, I sort of needed a little break and stopped teaching, but continued training and passed the mantle to Chloe and Jacob, basically, and said, do you want to take on Salsa Magic to that next level? Because I can see what you want to do. Like, they're amazing choreographers and trainers, and they had a really different, a bigger vision than what I could even have imagined. So I was like, I'm going to train with you guys, and come on, Chloe, train in lady styling. And so it all grew from there. I had a little break with that little munchkin in the front row, a little blondie, and then came back. Thank you for having me back to now I develop myself and try and perform when I can. So awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for everything that you have done, not only for myself, but for the wider community and the work that you've done for the many, many years here in Wellington. To finish off, what are some of the things that you love about Latin dance and the scene here in Wellington? What's kept you doing it for 30 years?
Yeah, tell me about it. Exactly, it's just resonating the same message that there's been quite a connected bond in Wellington. I don't know if it's a very cultural place, and it's easy to get to classes, and everyone just, there's sort of no egos per se, and you can go to any school and cross-pollinate and just feel really have a lot of fun dancing. But what I like is there's all age groups, and you don't need a dance background to come and learn. You don't have to necessarily perform, but look at some of the people on the salsa team of all age groups, can I say. I've just turned 50, and there may be someone even older than me who performed tonight. I'm just not going to say it, you know. So you honestly do it. I can't do the splits. I didn't have a dance background. You can do it. So I think that's what I love about it, that it also opens up your mind to culture, Latin American culture as well, of the street Latin. Yeah, it's just very welcoming and fun, keeps you fit.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you all of the leaders in the community who have spoken tonight and shared. We hope maybe it's inspired you to consider learning if you haven't learned before, or trying out salsa, bachata, zouk, samba, something. We'd love to see you in the community again. Next up, we've got a really awesome solo performance. Last year, for the first time in a while, we had the privilege of returning overseas and traveling as a team to the World Salsa Solo event in Brisbane. At the World Salsa Solo event, this performer competed with this performance he's going to be doing for you this evening. And incredibly, placed second in the professional category. Following the competition, I was talking to one of the judges who I thought made the amazing comment that this performer is going to change the Latin dance scene for the better. We are really excited that he's brought this routine back this year to be a part of our Wellington Latin Showcase. Please go crazy for Ben Hammond!
Presentando a Benjamin Hammond.
Mi mambo es para bailar. Cuando tú sientas las notas modernas de este mambo, esta melodía vivirás. Ahora sí, a gozar este mambo. Ajá, aprieta, que no se te vaya la guapa. Yo siento un poco la vida me está llamando, se va el carro entero a bailar el mambo, vengo gozando, vengo inspirando, se siente el ritmo cubano y así disfrutarás bien armonizado. Mi mambo, mambo para bailar.
You've been an amazing crowd so far. We've got two more shows for you tonight. Next up, from FEM, Far East Movement and Dance, get ready to experience the power, passion, and sheer talent of the Fantastic Four. These four are no ordinary team. They are the most dynamic core teaching team at FEM. Their mission to break barriers and transcend their own dance limits while inspiring their students to embrace a lifelong journey of growth and learning. Prepare yourselves for a spectacle like no other. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a thunderous welcome to FEM Fantastic Four.
Ay de mí, que esta maldita luna borde mis hechos de dolor. Ay de mí, que es la última noche que voy a sufrir este dolor.
Give it up one more time for Fem Dance! Alrighty, we only have one more performance for you, ladies and gentlemen. Choreographed by our great friends, our mentor and Richie. Please, we need all that you have left. Get on your feet, show them that we love them. Give it up for Boogie Squad!
Magic Boogie Squad, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining us at the Wellington Showcase. One of the themes throughout the day has been connection, community, and family. And in that spirit, we want to recognize someone special in the community
before we do our finale and bring all the performers out. So, this person won't know what's coming. This is going to be a big surprise for them, but some of their closest friends, some of the people closest to them have conspired, got Chloe and I involved. When that happens, you know we're in something special. And we're going to present this person with a little bit of a recognition for what they've provided their Latin dance community since I think 2015 or 16. Sarah Ramsey, where are you? Rafa, can we get Sarah a chair? Everybody say hello. Shu, thank you, Shu. This is Sarah Ramsey, everyone. Sarah performed tonight with the Wizu Sama team. She's been a long-time member of Salsa Magic teams as well. Sarah's had a up and down last couple of years, and we just wanted to do something special to recognize Sarah and her special contribution to our community. She's a real connector. She really helps bring people together. She's super organized, super fun, amazing person to have on a team trip. And we've just got a little presentation we're going to share with you, Sarah, put together from a few people who you know very well. So I'd like to just ask everyone to turn their attention to the screen up here.
You're my rosé wine. I sip you all the time. Let's get lost in a daydream in the back of my mind. We'll lay here on the grass, the bottle in our hands. Raindrops and roses, you make me feel so golden. Turn the lights low, yeah, we got nowhere to go. I feel you breathing real slow. Just let your head come in close, and there'll be slow dancing you smile, if you're sad, carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches, build you a fire when the furnace breaks. It could be so nice growing old. Give you my coats when you are, lead you, feed you, even let you hold her. I could be the man.
What an amazing way to finish our afternoon showcase. We're so privileged to have that as part of our show. Congratulations, Richard and Sarah. Hello to Richard and Sarah's family and friends who've been hiding out in the audience. Let's hear it from Mia, the soprano who sang to Sarah at the beginning. Well done. That operation has been months in the planning, but it's been really special and exciting to be part of that. Thank you for asking us to help you with that, Richard. It was really special for us to do that for you, but also in particular to Sarah, for Sarah. And congratulations again. Yeah, do you want to say a few words? Here he is, the man of the moment, Richard.
Thank you. So planning something like this for about the last 4 months has been really, really tricky. Lies and deceit is a great foundation for any relationship. There was one point where I came home and Sarah went, "Why do you smell like lady perfume?" But I couldn't have done this without a few people. Lee, could you come up, please? So Lee did the beginner salsa magic course with me, and we've been practicing every morning at the gym. I've been going to the gym a lot. She's also been covering for me a lot as well. There was one point where when we learned the choreography, I said, I'm going to my friend Peter's place to play card games. And she said, oh, could you get me some feijoas? And so Lee went out, got the feijoas, came back, took them to Salsa Magic, to Dancetopia, and then I could take them home and say, look, I have actually been to Peter's place, and I have got feijoas. So thank you very, very, very much, Lee. Esther is here somewhere as well. Esther, where are you? Esther. There we go. So Esther's been involved since the very beginning. She made the cat masks. She has done so much. She brought in all of the props and has kind of helped keep me sane as well. So thank you very, very, very much. And of course, everyone here has been amazing. I think everyone in Wellington, except for Sarah, knew this was happening. And beyond, we've got some people from Auckland here too, and Rotorua. But Jacob and Chloe did an absolutely amazing job, obviously, of putting all this together. I know I messed up a few steps in there, but, you know, pressure was on. But yeah, I've never really danced in my life before, but in 3 months they managed to make me almost stage ready. So that, like, if you want to learn salsa, come along to their school. I do have a few gifts for you guys as well to make your next salsa party just that more merry. There's lots of alcohol back there. My plan was to drink it all if Sarah said no. But she didn't, so it's yours. Thank you very, very, very much.
Hey, Sarah. When did you get an inkling something was going on there?
When all of the boogie squad ran down the stairs, I was like, there's no more costume changes. I've dressed you all already. What are you doing? I don't need to say anything. I said yes because I wanted to spend the rest of my life with this amazing human. And I'm so just, well, I don't want to say grateful, it's not quite the right word. Is anyone ever grateful to be put on the spot in front of hundreds of people? Maybe not so much, but I'm so grateful to my salsa whānau in Wellington for supporting Richard with this. Thank you so much. You guys are all amazing. And to all of my friends and family that are here, and I was going, why is Eric in the crowd? Like, he's not into salsa. And Amelia, thank you. Thank you for the song. That was just beautiful. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone who doesn't know me, you're now part of my special moment. Story for the ages, tell your grandkids. Thank you everyone, enjoy your night.
Just want to acknowledge a few special people to say thank you to finish the show tonight. Thanks for coming to join us. It's a pleasure to be performing in front of you, and we really appreciate you coming to support this event. We'd love to see you again. There is a party later tonight you're welcome to come back for. Your ticket for the show will get you into the party. We'd love to see you there. Otherwise, another event or maybe a class in the future. Please come and check it out. Thank you very much to Public Trust Hall, the Public Trust Hall for having us here. It's really special to be in this venue. Thank you to Dos Vatos for catering. Encourage you to grab a drink on your way out. And the world's best margaritas. Rodri and Thomas. Thank you to Pascal and Isaac over in the AV and music area. Thank you guys. Thank you to Shub, our stage manager. Can we get the team directors just step forward one more time? Can we have a big, big thank you to our team directors who make all this possible? And team directors, let's thank our performers. Thank you guys. Pleasure to work with you all. Thank you so much for being part of the Wellington Latin dance community. We hope you enjoyed the show. We look forward to seeing you soon. Gracias.